What's going on, guys? So I'm here today with a little gameplay of a 50 and 0, 50 and 2 match. Imagine it was 50 and 0 that I did, and I kind of wanted to give a little rundown, breakdown of what I was doing, and kind of, I guess, really go over the Airborne class because that is my favorite division in the entire game. I fucking love the shit out of that thing. So starting off, I had the good old MP, not the MP40, the Type 100. I used to love the MP40, but then I kind of stumbled across the Type 100. I kind of avoided it and used it a little bit, but then I really kind of got into using it, and I fucking love it now. I've got it gold, working on getting the SMG's diamond. Um, so with the Airborne division, you get that ability for the silencer, and honestly, if you're playing the Airborne division and you're not running the silencer, you're kind of playing it wrong, in my opinion. Like, because it benefits so much from using it. You know, you're just able to sneak in behind enemies because that's what I love doing. I love flanking. I love getting around behind the enemy. So, the airborne division is perfect for me because you get that extended sprint. You sprint for long distances on level 2, climb over obstacles faster on level 3, and you get even more increased sprint speed at level 4. So, it's really this is the flanker class, really, because it feels like they, with their divisions and whatnot, they really classed kind of what you should be doing with them. Such and this kind of, I couldn't really see anybody running anything other than SMGs with the airborne. Because you're really losing out on that suppressor and whatnot. As well with kill streaks, at the time I was just kind of doing a nice little simple recon strafing run, which I absolutely love. It's such fun to use. And then the old glide bomb. Also, as well, if you're doing really well, you end up having to pick up other enemies' weapons. So, trying to pick up an enemy SMG and kind of keeping, that thing going of flanking around, moving fast. So that's what I like to do. I like kind of. I didn't like the kind of what they were doing in the futuristic stuff, but I do like kind of a fast moving, bouncing around, kind of taking out enemies. And you'll see with these two kill streaks, like you get kind of a lot of added kills fucked up with that glide bomb. But here you'll see the strafing run come in, and it's so easy to get at least 2 or 3 kills with it. It's such a good kill streak, and so it's just so fun to use. It just looks really nice to use. So it's probably like my favorite out of them all, and it's really easy to get as well. It doesn't take many kills. So yeah, in terms of flanking around, what you want to do in a lot of cases, which I actually didn't do on this map because it didn't feel like it needed, was go around the outside, get behind the enemy. Because most enemies, most people go through the middle of the map, and that's kind of where they stay. Kind of that's where they're going. They don't really kind of have a lot of forward thinking about it. But if you go around the outside of the map, that's how you get in behind the enemies. That's kind of because either they're spawning on, you know, one side of the map or the other. It's rare that they kind of spawn in the sides of the map because usually you're kind of pushing through and you're constantly heading towards them. So if you get behind the enemy, it's you can get a lot of kill streaks and really generally rack up a lot of kills. I also almost killed myself with that thing. Yeah, that's my first time to die. I was going on a 21 kill streak. My aim is to still get the V2. I'm trying to prestige the other divisions. I've yet to do that because I've mostly literally just been playing. I got this to max 4 and kind of got stuck with it. So I died 2 times in a row and then go on a 29 kill streak now. So yeah, a lot of things like I don't really find the other classes as fun to play personally. As I said, I'm all about that flanking around. So it's just a lot nicer to play like with the SMGs as well. My favorite would be the Type 100, and I've really lately been using a lot of the Thompson because I've been trying to get them diamonds, so I have to use the other ones. But the Thompson is pretty good as well. The Type 100 probably has the best range and accuracy. The detachments I like to run are the advanced rifling, I think it's called, and then the grip, because that gives you grip gives you recoil reduction, and the advanced rifling also kind of, because when you're using an SMG and you have the suppressor on, it doesn't actually reduce your damage, it just increases the fall off range. So you have like less damage at further range. But if you have that advanced rifling, because it's 30% with the suppressor, and it's like 25 or so percent. So it's basically almost cancels out the effective suppressor. And if you ever felt the need to take it off, you could eventually get further range with it. So yeah, it's just those two attachments are kind of basically what I run for most of the SMGs. It really depends if I feel like I need to switch out. If I'm not, if like I've been trying rapid fire on the Type 100, and that's worked out really well as well. So it kind of just it depends what map you're playing as well. If you're playing a more close range map, it definitely having that rapid fire on is a lot better than if you were to run like the likes of the grip, because you're not going to be firing as further range. Say if you're playing like Gustav Cannon, and that's probably the worst. Like I don't like that map personally because well, what I'm doing is SMGs, and there's a lot of open terrain in that. So the advanced rifling and grip really does help, you know, because you're getting a lot more longer range encounters. So you don't want to be kind of stuck. At the also at this time I was running hustle because I was the reload speed, especially on this weapon, is just ridiculous. You just bam, like just switching out mags like it's nothing. It takes like half a second. It feels like. Um, but lately I've been running the rifleman attachment, not attachment, basic training, and I've been throwing on the Lee Enfield because I do not have the car. I'd like to use the car, but I don't have it. I fucked up using that strafe there. Sometimes that happens where it does a little weird angle, but I still managed to get a lot of kills with it. Yeah, so having that an SMG, especially the Thompson, it feels less effective with the Type 100 because it has that additional range and accuracy. I don't know what the enemies are doing there, but yeah, if you have the Thompson, which is like fairly close range weapon, and then you throw that Lee Enfield on, what I like to do is I kind of lure the enemy. So like say I have my Thompson out and I kind of fire someone at long range, they're like, ah, that guy has a Thompson, I'm going to stay back here and take them out. So I switch out to my Lee Enfield, pop them in the head, or the vice versa. If I have the sniper out and then they say, oh, this guy's a sniper, I'm going to bum rush him. Then all of a sudden I switch out to my Thompson and I mow them at close range. So it's like, it works best with the SMGs. I probably wouldn't run it with assault rifles because assault rifles have a good bit of range anyways. But definitely for SMGs, if you just run the VAF and play on like point the hawk, you probably wouldn't need the sniper as much. But just having it's just you don't need it, but it's just like the benefit and you know the accessibility that you can engage in further range. You know, that's what you want to do. You want to open your options to attacking the enemy as much as possible. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed this gameplay and my little rundown, I guess, of Airborne. I might do more in depth and ordered. This is just kind of me rambling on about it in future. But guys, be sure to subscribe and like and whatnot and share if you enjoyed this video. And I hope to do a lot more COD in the future because I've been enjoying this game a hell of a lot more than the last few. So I want to kind of share my opinions on it. But until next time, guys, be awesome, stay awesome, and as always, have an awesome day.
Fucking hell. That is ridiculous. I'm afraid. Oh, I'm done playing. Hell. Oh my god.